Hello, everyone. Hi, Manala. Hi, Daniel.
Hello, everyone.
You all.
Hello, everyone.
Uh, and today, again, here we are. I will introduce our little theme today. And you have to excuse me with my lightheadedness because this is part of what's going on with our theme. And our theme is cleansing. So, yeah, what is cleansing? So I will let Amanola start for today.
Sure. Actually, uh, cleansing it's important in yoga in many levels, not only physically, mentally, and also emotionally, and ultimately energetically. We do a lots of cleansing, and some of the people who are familiar with those cleaning the nose that you do it normally daily, especially the people they have an allergy. We clean the nose with that, and these the standard cleansing that we have, especially for body, we have it twice a year. That is in start of the fall or start of the spring, and uh, and that's the time that the body gets ready to uh, rest or building up and expanding and starting. So on any change, we do the cleansing. And because life is about cycles, and in yoga we respect these cycles, many of us we go either by daily cleansing, that was like a cleaning by nose, or yearly cleansing, that is like a certain organ cleansing or cleansing from the uh, uh, stomach, cleaning the whole stomach system or uh, digestive system. Those are much longer cleanses process, and it's like if you look at it, it has a very important place in our life because nature is generating, and then it's there is a two cycle: generating and decay, generating and decay. And this is a process that is happening in everything that exists. And by just being aligned with the nature, the same way that the trees are dropping their leaves, we constantly, without even knowing, we are dropping all cells. So in yoga we have a lots of techniques. So I talk very general to give some ideas, and uh, I think I am lightheaded like you.
That's great. It's the period. So, did you want to go, Daniel, or you want me to continue?
um, well, I heard different things that made me opening maybe more questions, and maybe for you, Zorka, because Aman said it pretty clearly about a cleanse in the spring and in a cleanse in the fall, at the beginning of the spring and the fall. And why, from your perspective, Zorka, would you say that these two times of the year are very appropriate to cleanse? From your point of view, what would you say about that?
Well, I mean, that's a perspective, I mean, that Aman brought from yoga. And we in polarity actually think we can cleanse every change of season. We could actually choose to cleanse every change of season because it's a shift of energy. And so it gives us a time of transition that we are also emptying and making some neutrality within our bodies. So that's for me a good idea to make some space, which has to do with the some neutrality. Also, we don't have no movement and no crystallization or no matter um, when we have some space, and that's what happens when we cleanse. That's the process, making space, so we can introduce some new things, some new ideas, some new beliefs, some new life patterns, some new food. Um, in polarity, we do our cleansing um, progressively, which means we take away some food, like the denser food, and then we go up in vibration until we really like come to the cleansing process of helping to release some of the liver and open up the cells so the toxins can come out and we can go to any levels we're comfortable with so that is appropriate for our life where we are at the moment. And some people go to juices, to raw food, or to water. It doesn't. There's no have to. So whatever is appropriate, so that we are cleansing to the level that we're ready to, because it's like everything, like a rubber. If we like put it too far out, then when it comes back, it's like people who do diets all the time. They like get to eat very very little food and they take a lot of things out, but then when they start eating they eat a lot again, and then it's worse because their body goes like a yo-yo, and they even put more weight on most of the time. So when we do a cleanse in polarity, we're very adamant about wanting this to be a success story with food, which means like we want to repattern our relationship to food, not only to the food that we put in our bodies, but our emotional food, our spiritual food, our the food for our mind and our thoughts. So it's really important to know what it is that we want to do with a cleanse, so that we can really integrate the experience. And when we come out of the cleanse, there's something that we can keep that has shifted, that we can keep and integrate in our life, and that we don't keep going like, oh, okay, I'm going to cleanse and then I'm going to put this, and it's a process of modulating. So that's how I would actually see it. So the seasons, actually, I love the fall because there's so much different foods and fruits and vegetables, and I like this end of summer time because there's so much variety of food to actually take in. That's also one of the reasons I love doing cleanse at this time of the year.
Mm. Oh, thank you. Mm. Well, that was actually exciting to hear both of you, because I feel there's a couple of points that came out and came together actually from both of your sharings. Is that there is different levels of cleansing. You can do a cleanse because you really have in like there are so many toxins in your body that you really need to evacuate the garbage. There's so much of it. Or you can come to do a certain process, doing a cleanse that is maybe a little longer term than just over and usually to evacuate all the toxins in your body. If there is lots of them, it doesn't go over a couple of days. It takes more time. But when you go to a certain process and you come to a certain cleanliness inside, whether it is physically, energetically, emotionally, mentally, I think then there is this maintenance cleanse that you, Aman, were suggesting that you could do as on a daily practice. I mean, you said different things like rinsing your nose, cleaning your sinuses. And there's many, many others. One I know that is really beautiful is a tongue. You scrape your tongue off, and it's really taking toxins away as well. There's many different things that you can do. And from a point of view of like focusing on organs. So there's different levels. And the little parallel that came to me is like, garbage in a city, if or in your home, let's bring it back to oneself. If you leave garbage and recycling up for like a few weeks, you're probably like gonna be like starting to be overwhelmed by it, and you're not gonna just take out a couple of bags or boxes to go to the recycling, but you're gonna have to take a truck to go there. And then it's a different story, to do that process. And I think if that has happened to me, to help some friends or whoever it was to cleanse their house from too much garbage or upside recycling or any other things actually. And then once the process was done for the major cleansing and cleaning, then they were able to come back to something that was regular and be again updated and up to date every few days to be on top of it, and not to have their home being like toxic because there was too much stuff or garbage or whatever it was around. And I think it's a little bit the same in our bodies. If I see or hear what you guys were sharing. Maybe I'm going to be short to honor a little bit our timing today. If I see the cleanse from a sound work perspective, um, I would say that since my belief and experience is that we are all vibration, everything is vibrational inside. Our organs have rhythms and vibrations, pulses, whether it's the heart, the lungs with different, pulsations. But it's all about the rhythm. Our cells have rhythms of like taking in, of expelling, of excreting. We have rhythms of sweating. We have rhythms when we're a little colder, so that the whole body goes a little bit inside. So there is all these rhythms. And for me, from a point of view of sound and vibration, to cleanse, if I produce myself some sound, and some sound that really starts to be allowing my body to vibrate, then it participates. And from many years of experiencing that with instruments or your own voice or other things, there's something that brings your whole body, organ, cells, every piece of it, and even on a more vibrational level, to something that is put in motion. And when you shake off something, if you shake your lettuce off, the water is going to come out, right? If you shake your cells off, then there's toxins that are going to come out. If you start to bring movement in matter, then there is a separation process. Okay, you shake your hands from the sand, or you wipe them, or you move them, then the sand is going to fall off. And I think it's exactly what's happening when you produce sound, or when you are really listening to sound in a way that allows your body to vibrate with it in a deeper way. I think you're starting to cleanse, and your cells are cleansing in a deeper way. Therefore, drinking a lot of water is important. That's a little trick for after sound work, to make sure that you have the full benefits of the sound and cleansing of the sound. Gong is very powerful to cleanse your body. We used to do that for many years when seasons changed, to do a gonging session to really cleanse the old energy and then allow to refresh. And I think the process is a little bit the same. It's about tuning into some consciousness, knowing what you do with intention, or having a sense of what you want to do at least, and then allowing this movement to happen through maybe some chaos. Sometimes you need to make very loud sounds to clear something, very loud sound, and then clears the space, and everything becomes calm again. You need to make some good physical movements, and sometimes you need to really make some deep food changes, I think. And so, yes, I think that's probably what cleansing can be, from 3 quick approaches in very few words. I would like to invite you guys, if there is a little word of closure about cleansing. What is cleansing? The word of wisdom.
So, yeah, I would like to say something because I think cleansing is very important today in everything we're living through, because many things are crumbling down. So many structures of our lives, the way we used to do things. And so actually cleanse is happening. That if we want it or not, things are actually kind of this, this undoing themselves the way they used to be. Patterns of living, of doing things, of relating, so many things. And so, and that also happens in our body because everything is related, everything is connected. So our bodies have to readjust permanently, and a lot of the times it's a challenge for all of us to realign, readapt, let go of the old things, and so we might actually have a little more toxins in our bodies because of the stress and because of the changes. So, probably today it's even more important to do some cleansing processes daily, and also like maybe once or twice a year, depending on how long we want to do. But I think it's a good idea so that we can really let go of some of the things that are happening, if we want it or not. It is happening, and it is happening in our body in resonance also.
The only thing I can add is I seriously invite anybody who wants to do the cleanse, be sure you get the correct instruction from someone who has done that correctly. That's very important. And also remember, any kind of cleanse, especially physical cleansing, brings up lots of emotion. Be aware of that. And the person who's showing you, they need to show you how to manage your emotion part also. So it's very important to be sure you do it with somebody who's doing it right and can help you in a process.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you need any help, I mean, you can always contact us. We should put some kind of contact under the video so that people can contact us in case, you need some guidance or some help with that. Thank you,
Thank you
everyone.
so much.
Thank
Thank you. Have a lovely week
you.
and a clean week.
Yeah.
Clean.
See you next week. Take care, all of you. Bye.
Bye.